Well, good morning, YouTube. Matt M. Roy back again. Back to you with another quick vlog video. I'm sorry I haven't been able to do any videos the last couple of days, but been very, very busy. Had some projects around the house and building a computer for someone. I'll talk about that in just a moment, but I just thought I would take a little break and listen to some music. Very lightly in the background, you can hear I'm listening to John Mayer. This one's Your Body is Wonderland. I just got into his music. I picked up one of his CDs at the thrift store last week, and I tell you, I'm really enjoying it. I'm sure a lot of you guys have heard these songs before. I know when I was in high school, No Such Thing and Why Georgia were two of the most popular songs, but I'll be honest with you, back then I used to hear them, but I never knew who sung them. So yeah, I mean, I'm really like this. I've probably listened to this 10-15 times already, this whole album, and I've been falling asleep to this kind of music too, because it's really soothing. And as you guys know, certain times of the year, especially during the summer, I have a hard time sleeping, so any kind of soothing music helps me go to sleep. I also listen to classical. I listen to just about everything. So I'm going to go ahead and shut this off because I don't really want to get a copyright strike. What I want to talk about is this. A friend of ours who actually fixed our HVAC system when our blower motor went out. He's worked on our system before. Asked me if I could find a computer for him. His kids are monopolizing his laptop, and unfortunately he just needs something to do basic work on, maybe watch some YouTube videos, store documents and things. So I was scrounging around the other day, and I picked this computer up off of the Facebook yard sale. It's by no means a powerhouse. It's a HP with an AMD Sempron dual core running at 2.4 gigahertz. This is one of the later Semprons. It originally had some type of GeForce video card with CUDA cores. The gentleman who owned this actually upgraded it, and he put in a NVIDIA Quadra 750 card. And as you can see back here, it's got dual DVI. Right now, of course, I'm just using one of them, but you could theoretically hook up two monitors to this. Basic ports on the back. You have your audio ports, your input-output, and surround Ethernet. 4 USB ports. The original VGA port for the internal NVIDIA card. And then, of course, your PS2 keyboard and mouse ports. This one, because the Sempron does not have an extra fan back here, so it is really, really quiet. It's a quick little system for what it is. I'll show you guys. It does have 3 gigabytes of RAM and a 320 gig hard drive, of which 273 gigabytes are free. I have not upgraded to Windows 10, though this does qualify. I don't know what he would want to do, so I'm going to leave that option up to him. It's downloaded, so if he wants to go and upgrade it, he can. This computer is more than well equipped to handle Windows 10. On the front here, you see we have the dual-layer LightScribe DVD burner, a expansion bay. Down here we have your 2 audio ports, microphone and headphone, and 2 USB 2.0 ports. This model did not come with a memory card reader, though it would be up here if it had one. As a matter of fact, I have a computer that uses the exact same case, another HP, and I'll show you guys what that's supposed to look like. You can see this is pretty much the exact same case, though on the top this one has the memory card reader, and here it has the HP media drive bay, which that computer is missing. And of course I really don't care. I mean, nobody really uses those media bay drives. And the memory card reader for at least the gentleman that's getting this computer from me is not that important, because he doesn't really do much with photography. And again, as you can see, you just have to register for your free Windows 10 here, and you can download it. It'll actually download in the background. Or you can use the Windows 10 Toolkit. If you Google search Windows 10 Toolkit, you can actually download a direct link to Windows 10 and install it manually. I had to do that on a couple of my computers, unfortunately, that the actual Windows download was corrupt on one of them, and the other one it just never downloaded for some reason. I'll go ahead and show you guys the information here. Again, it is an AMD Sempron processor. 3 gigabytes of RAM, and I installed the 32-bit operating system just because this is in a lower-end CPU. It actually would run better with the 32-bit versus the 64. And of course, you know, 3 gigabytes of RAM is more than sufficient for a 64-bit operating system. And I would have done so, again, if it had something like an Athlon quad-core. But seeing as this is just a regular Sempron, the 32-bit operating system was more appropriate. Show you guys some of the specs here. Processor gets a 4.2, memory gets a 5.4, graphics a 4.9 and a 4.7 respectively, and then of course we get a 5.9 on the hard drive because it is mechanical, not an SSD. That's no surprise there. And it gives us a total of 4.2. So at least in this case, the bottleneck or the lowest score would be the processor, but that is highly upgradable in this computer, and if he wants to do that in the future, I will definitely facilitate that for him. But for what he described to me he's going to do with the computer, I think this is more than enough. Got a little surprise for you guys. Something I've been working on the past couple of days. I wanted to resurrect my original NES gaming experience. So I was searching through my closet and I found this. This is the Retro Duo NES and Super NES system. Now this I bought from the local old school video games probably about a year or two ago. This is the controller that came with the system. You can tell it's one of those like cheap Chinese made controllers. It does okay. It's actually not even worn in yet. The buttons are pretty stiff. But what's really cool is it actually just uses, and if I can do this one-handed, I'll show you. There we go. It uses the regular Super Nintendo plug versus the regular NES plug. So what I like about that is I have no shortage of original Super Nintendo controllers around my house. Matter of fact, I've already found 2, and I know I have at least 2 more. And those actually work just fine in it. And I'm not going to be able to do that one-handed. You just have to trust me on that one. So what I did is I actually took out my old Sony Trinitron. You guys have seen this before. This is the Trinitron KV 1-1325R. This is a 13-inch color television from 1987, and I would not play these games on anything else. This TV has the sharpest picture I've ever seen. I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate it for you guys right now. Power button's right here. Funny thing is, I used to have problems with this power button. This was a known problem with these Sony TVs from the 80s. These buttons would actually wear out to where when you pushed them, sometimes they wouldn't come on, or they would have a ghost effect. In other words, this TV would turn on automatically. But ever since I pulled this out a couple of days ago, I've noticed it's working fine again. So I guess just sitting repaired it. I actually tried to repair that button, but it's the switch that's behind it is pretty much sealed, and there's really no way to lube it or to clean it out. So when that totally goes bad, I'll just have to bypass it, maybe just put like a little toggle switch on the side to turn power on. So we got power to the TV. I'm going to go ahead and start up the Retro Duo. I'll show you guys some of the lights and the buttons. Right here you have a light for the 8-bit, which of course is the original NES cartridge. 16-bit would be for Super Nintendo cartridges, which I do have, but they're still hiding somewhere in my closet, so for now I'll just be able to demonstrate the NES portion of this. Your reset button, and this is the power button. Now, if say you wanted to play a Super Nintendo game, you would actually toggle the button down to where it says 16-bit, and of course the 16-bit light would come on. Now, of course, it's not going to work because I don't have any cartridges for the 16-bit portion, the Super Nintendo portion. So I'm going to go ahead and push this forward, and we'll go ahead and demonstrate a little bit of Super Mario Brothers. Now, I am going to go ahead and turn the volume down because I don't know if any of this is still considered copyrighted, but we'll go ahead and give this a try real quick. You hear the music in the background just a little bit. But, I mean, this TV has some of the most beautiful colors I've ever seen for a CRT. Now, there's nothing, before you say it, there's nothing I can do about the scan lines. As you guys know, CRT TVs are not compatible with HD camcorders and their resolution, so don't say that, oh, don't come back to me and say, oh, but how come there's scan lines in the video? It's just there. Now I'm going to try to put this camcorder down so maybe you can see a little bit of it. That's not going to work. I'm going to have to try to set up something later so you guys can see some gameplay and see just how bad I am at this game. But as you can see, it does function properly. And I just like using this, not just for the color. I mean, this is proper. This is a proper retro TV for a proper retro game. And let's face it, you know what? If you're playing this with an LCD, then there's a problem because you're not getting the full retro experience. And I might get some hate because of that, but, you know, it is what it is. That's the way I feel. And I know a lot of people on the YouTube community share that thought and share that vision with me. Alright guys, I'm going to go ahead and end the vlog here for today because I really don't have too much else to talk about. The next couple of days you're probably going to see some fairly interesting videos. I have a friend of mine who is going to be dumping off some old computer equipment. I have no idea what it is, but he assures me it's not junk. And as soon as that comes, I'll go ahead and make a video about that. And I am going to do a gameplay video of Super Mario Brothers 3 coming soon. I'll try and set up the tripod. I'm not going to be able to use a video capture device because I just don't have one that's compatible with a system this old. I hope you guys enjoy these vlogs. Please remember to like and subscribe. And as always, have a blessed day, everybody.